XRP holders, I've got a video for you guys. Today I want to be talking about stablecoins and XRP and why I think Ripple buying Circle, the parent company of USDC, is such a big deal. I also want to be talking to you guys today about my $200,000 XRP long position. That has been quite a wild ride. We're going to take a look at that here shortly. But without further ado, welcome back to Crypto Report. I'm Black Sea. Hit that like button. Thanks for stopping by. Let's hop into this video. All right, guys. So we are going to start off here on Crypto Twitter. You can follow me at 333 Black Sea. I say XRP plus USDC equals crypto banking. Okay. So we've seen crypto move from a unfavorable regulatory environment and quite a hostile SEC to a much more friendly regulatory environment. Now we're seeing governments and big, large financial institutions, the biggest institutions in the entire world, buying Bitcoin, launching Bitcoin spot ETFs. We're starting to move. We're starting to move and actually see crypto get adopted. Now, what's the next step? The next step is crypto getting involved in banking, guys. Seeing Ripple, they've moved into 80% of all Japanese banks. 80% of all Japanese banks are starting to integrate Ripple's financial tools, aka XRP. We saw a few days ago the Federal Central Bank of India integrating Ripple tools, Ripple financial tools. The more we see this play out, the more we're going to see crypto get integrated into banking. And when you see that, that is really the beginning of mass adoption. Now, why is it such a big deal for XRP Ripple to buy Circle? Because Circle is one of two of the most reputable and trusted stablecoins, really, I would say, in the entire cryptocurrency ecosystem. And on top of that, I would say that no other stablecoins are really known, and it would take a very, very long time for Ripple XRP to create more trust within their stablecoin and actually create true volume with their, I believe it's RLUSD. I believe that's what it is, Ripple LUSD. And it makes a lot more sense for Ripple to buy Circle or Tether. And I think they're coming after Circle. They offered $5 billion, which was originally Circle's pre-IPO price, but that was many years ago now. So I think that you're looking at Ripple probably going to have to cough up, say, 10, 20, 30 billion dollars. I think that's more likely, especially a lot has happened in this overall regulatory environment in the past couple of years. I think especially with stable coins, like they're actually accepted and there's not a hostile stance towards them. So I am extremely bullish on Ripple trying to accumulate USDC and them trying to accumulate Circle. I think this is the next step to see XRP getting integrated into all of the banks, all right? So I'm in a $200,000 XRP long position right now. At one point, I was up $15,000. Right now, I'm up about $638. I've realized $540 in profit. I'm going to hold this trade open, guys. You know, really boom or bust here. I say that, but in reality, I have my stop loss and I keep raising it. So regardless, I'm going to get stopped out in the profit if it comes lower. But I will be honest, if we do reach that level, I'm going to be really itching to get back into a position, especially if the technicals look appropriate for Ripple, for XRP. Because I think anything under $3 XRP is a opportunity, and I'm trying to take advantage of it. So I'm going to continue to add to this position. Right now it's 80,710 XRP. I want to add to this position if we're only $3. And if you guys do want to trade along with me as well, I've been having a lot of fun leverage trading, really taking advantage of this volatile market because, you guys, the market is heating up, and I'm trying to hit that iron while it's hot. If you guys want to trade as well, check out in the description box below or pin comment down below. We have a $5,000 sign-up bonus to Blowofin. All I have to do is click that link, deposit Trailbit. You get a bunch of free money, as well as if you deposit $100, you get $10 for free of XRP. And there's always some awesome promotions going on. So even when the market's not hot, if you're trading, you are going to be taking advantage of those rewards. Like you can win a Tesla Model 3, which is about $30,000 just from trading crypto on their platform. Pretty cool stuff. So what's my thought process on XRP right now, on the technicals, right? We've broken below $2.35. I am okay with that on the daily time frame. I think that's fine. I would have liked to see us hold up here, but I would not be surprised to see this become a little bit of a bear trap. Just because of all this tariff talk now, it's back. Surprise. The 90-day pause. It's not over yet, but before that even happened, we saw the tariffs start to get implicated onto the EU, and it spooked the markets. I would not be surprised to see XRP make a little bit of a bear trap here. And guys, guess what? You know, what happened last time all this tariff talk happened? We saw a huge drawdown. It's all over. Everyone was saying it's all over. And now we're nearly back to recovered. Well, Bitcoin's at higher highs than it was before that happened. And the stock market has nearly recovered completely from that time. Guys, the tariffs will blow over. They will blow over. So what am I trying to do? I'm trying to capitalize on this drawdown. I really don't want to see a move below, say, $2.30, $2.29, which we've wicked below. But as long as we don't see candle closures below like $2.30, I'm okay with that. That's fine. But if we do start to see that play out, I'm looking for that bear trap. I'm looking for that drawdown to maybe even come and wick to, dare I say, $2.07. It loved trading on this level here. It loved sitting on it, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of a drawdown to that point, especially moving into June and July. Before the tariff talk started to happen again, I really expected June and July to be an explosive price action for crypto. But usually, June and July is quite sluggish for crypto. You know, all the big money steps away. All the big money is on vacation with their friends and family. And so there's not a lot of volume. So it's usually just sideways. And it's not necessarily bearish. It's usually just sideways chop. But then we start to see a bigger move play out. But now the tariffs are back. So we're having a little bit of a bouncing game here, back and forth. You look at market cipher here on the daily time frame for XRP. You're seeing money flow flip red just barely. Man, I really hope that it just does this type of thing where it goes like this. Then we start to build our money flow back up leading into the end of 2025. Guys, Q4, that's my line. Like, that is my line in the sand. Like, Q4 2025, we should see fireworks for XRP. We should see over $3.30 for XRP. We should see new all-time highs. But, guys, we still have a few months. And I think that really the Fed pivoting towards QE and starting to cut those rates into the end of 2025 is really going to be somewhat of a catalyst to see us make a larger move to the upside. You look at XRP, we're seeing at rank 4 down about 1.27% in the past 7 days, down nearly 5% in the past 24 hours. Guys, the market got spooked by the tariffs. It's as simple as that. We're sitting at I believe, $138 billion market cap once this loads. 137.62. Yeah, about $138 billion market cap. But, you guys, look at the overall market, you know. Bitcoin has held up well during this tariff spooking. You know, the stock market came down, but Bitcoin came down too. We were up to 112,000. Now we're at 108, but we're still at $108,000. Really what you need to be paying attention to is Bitcoin dominance here, sitting at 63%. We can finally start paying attention to Bitcoin dominance again since Bitcoin has been rallying and showing true strength. When you see stablecoins, we're basically at 65%. But guys, into the end of 2025, this is where I expect to see Bitcoin dominance break down. I expect Bitcoin to be trading over 110,000. I expect XRP to be making big moves towards $3.30. And that's why I'm planning on, I really would like to keep this trade open, but my stop loss is getting kind of close. It'll be a stop and profit, but still, I want to keep this entry because I do think that we're going to see continuation of the upside into the end of 2025. Now, guys, if you like this type of content, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now. Let me know in the comments below, what is your price target for XRP? How high do you think it's going to go? Because, guys, I think that there's going to be some fireworks at the end of this year. You got the Fed pivoting. You got the tariffs are going to disappear. You've got quantitative easing. I think it's going to create a nice risk-on asset scenario, a perfect storm, if you will, for altcoins. But that's all I got. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.